Good morning, boys and girls. We are on to chapter 11 in Swindle, where we left off last. Ben and Griffin were in the middle of their heist, and I believe the hint was Trojan Horse, the Trojan War. All right, so as we're speaking, Ben is in a TV box in the store, and he's starting to fall asleep. And at some point, Griffin is supposed to break in, and then from there, he's going to let Griffin in, but he has to wake up first. Let's see how that goes. Chapter 11. Here, Luther, where are you, boy? Griffin squinted through the gate into the darkness of the yard. The Doberman was nowhere to be seen. Griffin frowned. Not that he had any great love for the dog, but it was always unnerving when real life didn't match what you planned for. What if Luther had been left overnight in the store? If Ben opened the crate to find a ravening beast staring at him, he'd have a heart attack. Anxiously, Griffin began to climb the fence. It was tougher than he expected because of the tank of his father's blowtorch. Remember, he's using that to blow a hole through that, burn a hole through that, through the locker there where they're keeping the card. He clambered down the opposite side and shined a flashlight through the display window. No sign of Ben or the dog. Griffin's eyes fell on the crate, which sat just inside the door. The wrapping paper was undisturbed. He checked his watch. It was 7:45. Why was Ben still in the box? He rapped on the glass. Ben! Ben! He stage whispered into the crack of the door. He knocked harder. What are you doing, dude? It's time! He experienced a moment of irrational terror. Had he forgotten to put air holes? And then the scissors broke through the brown paper. Griffin watched breathlessly as the blade sawed laboriously through the square frame and disappeared again. A moment later, the lid was pushed open and Ben's head popped into view. Griffin took in the blurry, blinking eyes. He fell asleep. Through his disbelief, Griffin couldn't suppress an admiration. It was hard to imagine anyone being able to relax at a time like this. Ben was certainly one in a million. A beeping sound brought Griffin back to the urgent focus. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm! The intruder had triggered the motion sensor. Oh boy. Bryn scrambled to the keypad. He had 30 seconds before the alarm would go off. Griffin tried to fight off his uncertainty as his friend punched in 1701. If they were wrong about the code, the siren was going to bust every eardrum between here and New York City. There was a triple chime. Beep, beep, beep. And the beeping stopped. The alarm was off. Ben unlocked the door and let Griffin inside. Sorry, lady said sheepishly. Any problems with the dog? Griffin shone his flashlight up and down the aisles. The dog's a no-show. Must be flea bath night. Ben looked around restively. I hate this place. It's like the wiring of these cases is going to come alive and strangle us. Griffin patted his blowtorch. Forget the cases. All we want is the safe. They followed the beam to the original scene of the crime, Swindle's sales desk. Griffin felt no guilt, only the exhilaration of a perfect executed plan. They had done it. They were inside. No dog, fence, deadbolt, or burglar alarm could stop them now. He moved behind the counter and froze. The lockbox was not there. Where's the safe? He blurted. Ben appeared at his side, behind the cash register. His mouth fell open. It was right here, attached to the floor. Griffin got down on his knees and focused his flashlight on the weathered hard wood. 4 bolt holes marked the spot where the lockbox had once been. Search the store, Griffin rasped. They combed the aisles and the stock area, even the bathroom. The safe was nowhere to be found. Griffin looked stunned. I considered every possible move and counter move except one. Ben nodded miserably. A safe that can be bolted can also be unbolted and take it someplace else. Swindle had turned out to be a step ahead of them. Perfect plan, executed perfectly, and it's all for nothing. Maybe not, Ben said hopefully. I mean, the card's not here, but we're standing in the middle of Swindle's store, so instead, why don't we just take a bunch of other stuff that adds up to the same money? Griffin swelled like a blowfish. I'm not a thief. I came here to find what's rightfully mine and take it back. I don't want anything that doesn't belong to me. But you'll never track down that card now, Ben reasoned. Who knows where Swindle could have hidden it? It could be in a safe deposit box in a bank vault. Griffin could offer only a helpless shrug. There was no quit in him, no surrender. But without the slightest clue where the Bambino might now be, no amount of planning or creative thinking or even genius was going to make the miracle make any difference. The man with the plan had now run out of ideas. All right, that leads us to chapter 12. It looks like the heist didn't work, but looks like we still have something to go. So maybe they will get in there after all. All right, till next time, boys and girls. Have a great day.